She's live in St. Augustine, where the city's mayor says he'll formally introduce a discussion to relocate the Confederate monument in the Plaza de la Constitución at Monday's commission meeting.
Yes, and he also tells us that a vote is very likely to happen at the meeting on Monday. Now, the city has looked at this issue in the past, as we've reported, but the mayor tells me times have changed, and he says now may be a good time to have a different conversation. Now, looking here, if the commissioners do vote to relocate this, the question obviously is what would happen to this monument? And the public will be able to weigh in on Monday. In the end, the commissioners will be the ones to have the final say. In the middle of St. Augustine Plaza de la Constitución is a marker honoring civil rights activist Andrew Young. Steps away is the Confederate monument, which has spurred controversy over the years. A decision to relocate it could come as soon as Monday.
I would anticipate that there will be a vote.
St. Augustine Mayor Tracy Upchurch recalls a few years ago when the city added plaques around the monument, offering historical context. Upchurch says while that was the right step at the time, the events over the last several weeks show now is the time to take a new look.
At this point in time, given what is happening in a fast-moving world, is not enough.
Upchurch says he attended several of the peaceful demonstrations in St. Augustine, and like many, he was surprised last week when the monument in Jacksonville was taken down before sunrise. I asked him if relocating would be taking away history, as some have argued.
We're not destroying the history, we are clearly moving the history, but the need of our community to address racial inequality outweighs, in my mind, retaining the monument in its current location.
Upchurch says if the commission votes to move it, the monument will likely go into storage until a permanent location is decided. Overall, he says the plaza is home to many stories of the past, but believes this is the right conversation to have for the future. And the mayor says the city would explore several options on where this monument could go, and that the possibilities include potentially a cemetery or private property somewhere. The meeting for Monday is scheduled for 10 a.m. Again, the public will be able to weigh in. Reporting live in St. Augustine this morning, Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Ashley. By the way, the last group of former slaves to be freed was in 1865, not 1965. So, Ashley, technically there are two Confederate monuments in St. Augustine's Plaza. The second is a memorial for Confederate General William Loring. So what's the status of that monument?
Yes, Jennifer, that statue is over on the west end. It turns out it's actually owned by the state of Florida, and it is managed by the University of Florida. That means the city of St. Augustine has no jurisdiction over it. That monument is not up for discussion.